You probably think you're correcting behavior. Maybe they jumped on someone. Maybe they barked. Maybe they ignored you. And in that moment, frustration takes over. Your voice gets louder. Your tone gets sharper. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Your dog isn't thinking about rules. They're thinking about safety. Let's slow this down and really understand what happens inside your dog's brain the moment you raise your voice. Dogs are wired for survival first. Learning comes second. The second your tone shifts into anger, your dog's nervous system reacts automatically. Not emotionally, biologically. Their brain activates the amygdala, the part responsible for threat detection. It doesn't analyze context. It scans for danger. A loud, sharp voice can register as unpredictability, and unpredictability feels unsafe. Within seconds, stress hormones like cortisol are released. Their heart rate increases. Breathing changes. Muscles tighten. This is not a learning state. This is a survival state. And here's where it gets important. A stressed brain does not absorb information efficiently. It prioritizes self-protection over understanding. So when you yell no repeatedly, your dog isn't decoding the lesson. They're decoding your emotional state. They're asking, are we okay? Am I safe? Did I lose connection? Dogs are deeply social animals. Their survival historically depended on group harmony. Conflict within the group created vulnerability. So when your energy shifts aggressively, it disrupts that sense of relational stability. Over time, repeated yelling can create one of three patterns. The first is avoidance. Your dog may lower their head, avoid eye contact, move slowly, or freeze. Many people mistake this for respect, but often it's uncertainty. The second pattern is anxiety-driven behavior. More barking, more reactivity, more impulsivity, because chronic stress keeps the nervous system elevated. The third pattern is shutdown. The dog becomes quieter, less expressive, less playful. Compliance increases, but confidence decreases, and confidence is what creates stable behavior, not fear. Now let's clarify something important. This isn't about guilt. Every dog owner has felt frustrated. Every human has raised their voice at some point. This is about awareness. Because when you understand the mechanism, you gain the power to change it. Dogs don't understand morality. They understand patterns. If yelling consistently follows certain behaviors, your dog may associate you, not the behavior, with emotional instability, and trust slowly weakens. Trust is invisible, but it's the foundation of everything. A dog who trusts you deeply recovers from stress faster, responds more reliably, explores the world more confidently, shows fewer anxiety behaviors, because safety allows learning. Let's talk about regulation. Regulation means the nervous system is balanced, not overexcited, not fearful, not shut down, just stable. When you stay calm, your breathing steady, your tone measured, your dog's mirror neurons activate. Dogs co-regulate with humans. Your calm literally helps calm their nervous system. This is why leadership isn't about dominance. It's about stability. A calm leader creates calm followers. A reactive leader creates reactive environments. So what should you do instead of yelling? First, pause. If you feel frustration rising, take one breath before speaking. Second, lower your tone. Dogs respond better to firm but controlled voices than loud ones. Third, redirect clearly. Instead of no, stop, hey, use structured guidance. For example, if they jump, step back, remove attention, reward 4 paws on the floor. If they bark, assess the trigger, create distance, reward quiet moments. Clarity replaces chaos, and consistency replaces fear. Another powerful tool is teaching before expecting. Many owners correct behaviors that were never clearly taught. If a dog doesn't fully understand stay, punishing movement creates confusion. Confusion often looks like disobedience, but it's not rebellion. It's lack of clarity. Training is communication, and communication works best in calm states. Let's go deeper. When dogs feel emotionally safe, oxytocin, the bonding hormone, increases. This hormone strengthens trust and improves social learning. So a calm training session literally changes brain chemistry in a positive way. Over time, this builds resilience. A resilient dog recovers quickly from stress, handles new environments better, shows balanced reactions, and that resilience starts with how safe they feel with you. Remember, fear can suppress behavior, but it doesn't teach emotional control. Emotional control comes from repetition, guidance, and stable leadership. Your dog doesn't need perfection from you. They need predictability. They need clarity. They need to know that mistakes don't threaten connection. Because when connection feels secure, learning accelerates. Behavior stabilizes. Confidence grows. So the next time frustration rises, ask yourself, what state is my dog in right now? Are they overstimulated? Tired? Confused? Seeking attention? Lacking structure? Curiosity replaces anger. And curiosity is powerful. Because when you understand the root, you solve the behavior, not just silence it. At the end of the day, your dog doesn't wake up planning to challenge you. They wake up wanting interaction, structure, security, and connection. When you protect that connection, everything else becomes easier. So if you remember one thing from this video, let it be this. Your dog doesn't fear losing rules. They fear losing safety. Be the steady voice. Be the calm presence. Be the safe place. And you'll build not just obedience, but trust that lasts a lifetime. Follow Dodawgs for smarter dog parenting. When you yell at your dog, you think you're correcting behavior, but your dog isn't thinking about rules. They're thinking about safety. Let's talk about what actually happens inside your dog's brain when you raise your voice. Dogs don't process anger the way humans do. They don't sit there reflecting on what they did wrong. Instead, their nervous system reacts instantly. A loud voice triggers a stress response. Their body releases cortisol. Their heart rate increases. Their muscles tense. And in that moment, your dog isn't learning. They're surviving. Many owners believe yelling creates discipline, but biologically, it creates stress association. Your dog begins linking you, not the behavior, with unpredictability. And when safety feels uncertain, trust weakens. Trust is the foundation of behavior. Without trust, you don't get confidence. You get anxiety. Sometimes that anxiety looks like avoidance, shutting down, excessive licking, yawning, turning away. Other times it looks like more barking, more reactivity, more disobedience. But it's not defiance, it's dysregulation. Dogs are emotional beings with highly sensitive nervous systems. They read tone more than words, energy more than commands. Your volume matters more than your vocabulary. Now here's the important part. Correction doesn't create emotional stability, connection does. When you lower your voice, slow your breathing, and guide instead of react, your dog feels regulated. And regulated dogs learn faster. They listen better. They trust deeper. Positive training isn't about being soft. It's about being effective. Calm leadership builds confident dogs. Fear builds compliance. Temporarily. Confidence builds behavior. Permanently. If your dog makes a mistake, pause. Ask yourself, are they confused? Are they overstimulated? Are they stressed? Have I taught this clearly? Discipline without understanding creates fear. Guidance with clarity creates growth. Your dog doesn't need a louder voice. They need a safer one. Because at the end of the day, they're not asking, did I break the rule? They're asking, are we okay? And when the answer feels like yes, that's when real behavior change happens. Follow Dodawgs for smarter dog parenting.